I'm not listening. What's future, what's history? What's happened will be and repeat. Now I know thy nature of no urgency. Sickly, cyclic, cynicistic shrills, flitting in this mode of making memories, keeping up this pace of keeping still. And so look, oh God, look at what you've done now to me. Locked into eternity, I'll be back here one day, so they say. Rumors have that I will write a different song, trying to get it right all afternoon. And I'll meet you at the newly everlasting little stint. Have 100 little songs with little themes and little hints, little remedies for little blots that stain my little head. When I didn't know that I didn't know the tune, but still played it through. Oh, live the dream in a time machine. I've been waiting forever. Now I know ever waits for me, ever so patiently. Oh, live the dream in a time machine. I've been waiting forever. Now I know ever pays the fee to purchase identity. Oh, live the dream in a time machine. I've been waiting forever, but I can't seem to find my footing back on one. What's the time? Where's it gone? When's beat one? Endlessly, helplessly, ceaselessly, carelessly, senselessly, tactlessly, fractally. Panic at the thought of living ballroom, apathy, entropy, agony, ecstasy, and who to be when we unleash all these harmonies, melodies. I don't know if I could throw another round of cacophony. My sins, but at least draining deep drawers. How much deeper can they take my sunken noise? Where's the line? Won't they just let me see right inside and let my sides aside so they can fatalize? To let it die, that's fine. At least then I finally hear silence and sleep well one night again. New York sun went going covered in a box. But now we sit instrument, flow and friendship attack. Bit by bit, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is a fucking nightmare. Black and white fight there, hoping for the fight where no one wins. See the silhouette streak on end, encased within a sickly filament of arrogance. Their opposites of consciousness. What do they think this is? And why do they think to usurp me while this is the end of me. But I am not done yet. Existence is transient. There's going on sunset. Temple's got its own tangent. So I will try again at your house when we be gone home. me, grab a cuppa and watch the trip at his third strike. Come one, come all to the extravaganza, the cacophonous callousness, the coup of stanza. There's so much here to see, so have a gander and meet your portrait-colored commander.
Coward in question, by now you know him so well. Then who am I to go and clock and tell? Instead, I'll instill this tetherist will's track toll inside my personal hell.
Sisyphus hits rock,
The timepiece is talk.
and then some trudges through minutiae minutia. So enjoy the show, especially those in the splash zone. Put your bets, let's see how fierce the auction gets.
What on earth I'm supposed to do?
When you tell me 1 and 1 cannot equal 2, if Mr. Sun can't shine, nor can Mr. Moon. And yet each day that passes has this tension boil and stew. So forgive the effrontery, but I expect you to humble me and throw this Pavlov dog another bone. It's fair hike to see that people with prosperity, this part is in dire need of a loan. More I'm but a man, sad although I am, I'm really trying my hardest to move forward.
So when we come back here again and the start comes an end, consider this lamentation a forward.
Singing songs you like to hear
Until the dissonance reappears.
spread on the subtext, keep picking it up. Convert the expected to avert stagnation.
If you rely on that diversion, subversion is expectation.
The whole damn point of this experimentation was to avoid the homogenization. So please tell me what the hell I'm supposed to be.
When the total sum of me really equals me.
Amalgamate, right till we are all free. When in reality we know we'll be condemned to rinse and repeat. There's a me stuck on the ground,
A me left on the shelf.
and me that gets paraded. The me that shows everyone else. Sure, I lament the lack of the hand to share within sick or in health. How am I supposed to love another when I barely know myself? I'm enlightened, I'm the free, rather despited.
We are the free.
I soliloquy this beat before the scene you came to see. Before the lethargy.
Escalate. Don't hesitate.
Don't let the other half take control. And when push comes to shove and this duel's that dueling love, we'll see if you can truly be whole. We'll pay its toll. The heart, the mind, or the soul. I'll bet you. You know what I need. I think it's obvious.
Goddamn audience.
Who will refuse to properly see the man behind the lines, the triplicated rounds? No, baby, you know what I need. I don't need a helping hand. It's hidden in the sand. Now, baby, you can't help me be free. It's painful to admit, but even I can see through my bullshit. One time they tried to sing to me,
About blues and greens.
but mechanical hands decided where the heart would be.
I had been trying for years and for years that stream to drive and relish entropy. But when he finally shot the beat,
Lines on solid were blurred, and right as I missed my eyes in a mist, I finally realized I shot at myself. The reflection of the else, the disconnection, the side of the coin at once withheld. You know we've been here before, and will be once more when we trip on the line. So when we slip off the vine, the tree grows, and when we fall into the darkness below, that's when we'll know that we are stuck in between indemnity, the indomitable weather of opposites with no regard for time, no reason behind their rhyme. Slow patternly is the melody that he's stringing together. Would they have time? today with the lay of the land. Feather and cap and the sun in the sand. It was easy to understand. Everything suddenly falls out of sight. Every attachment is made of the light that you offered. You have offered to give me life. See the sky and all the land together again. See the way the earth can stay below. Who do we think we are? Everything plays a part. There are some things we are never meant to know. Having enjoyed all the meat from the bone is perfectly equal to being alone. It was even, but you breathe and I turned to stone. Everything suddenly looks like a sight, easy to see from the outermost corner. I believe in, but I leave it away behind. See the sky and all the land together again. See the way the earth can stay below. Who do we think we are? Everything plays a part. There are some things we are never meant to know. And all the parts combine to one, and all of us around the sun. Everything will fall away to water from the distant rain. See the sun, the shadows cast from all the times I floated past. See the ocean standing out with all the hope and all the doubt. See the sky and all the land together again. See the way the earth can stay below. Who do we think we are? Everything plays a part. There are some things we don't understand. Reasons on the other hand. There are some things we are never meant to know. One time I tried to sing about spring and the storm, but you know how it goes. Blah 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 blah. All along, won't you please stop complaining? I'm playing a song. All the rain comes down the same, falling to from where it came. On the ground and back around, up into the sky. I wish you could have heard the music when the clouds round overhead. I finally felt enthusiastic. I finally felt alive. Blah 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 blah. We ought to leave a light on, underneath the moon, sitting in the sight of every eye. I can feel them still. Open the window, look
Out and see me. Slow, I am coming. A long way to be.
an accidental item, such as I am, mother's only son. Ever is the light on?
Is the light on ever meant to run? Cold, but I'm outside and waiting to see.
A glow in the snow, coming closer to me. Tonight,
I'm arriving alive at the light.
tonight,
Of the black and the
red and the white.
and I want to be like you are the one like
I want to see your talking back and mine. Better when the light comes in the nighttime, opening that door. Hope to be right, it's open every night, so what you waiting for? Open your window, look out and see them. Time stab through eyes that the sighs have condemned. Tonight,
I'm arriving alive and the light.
tonight,
Of the black and the
red and the white.
and I want to be like you are the one like
I want to see your something is real, maybe not. Something is gone. Something is here. What do you want? Everything else will fade away. Looking back and into mine.
Juno was mad, he knew he'd been had, so he shot at the sun with a gun. Shot at the sun with a gun. Oh, he shot at his wily one, only friend. Listen to this, he shot at with the sun. Every end of the time is another begun. You understand mechanical hands are the blue of everything. We're of everything. We're of everything in the end. Do you like how I dance? I got to go to your fans. Do you like how I walk? Do you like how I talk? Do you like how my face disintegrates into truth? I have a wonderful life, I got a powerful job. You criticize me for being zero, I'll just get some time. You know you're making me cry, this is the way that I am. I've been living a lie, I'm not enough for the steam. Give the devil with him, gotta get out of here. We'll have another word, so another story to tell, another time amazing in the melody. The first stop when you reach the end, so you know must be never really comprehend. Every gamble when you try to pretend to understand, you're a little fool, but you're only a man, so give it up and smile. See the devil with him, gotta get out of here. We'll have another word, so another story to tell, another time amazing in the melody. The first stop when you reach the end, no, you know must be never really comprehend. Every gamble when you try to pretend to understand, you're a little fool, but you're only a man, so give it up and smile. I'd like to say hello and welcome you, good day, that is my name. Come here and sit down, don't you know that it's rare that I even trade? We could even go and take a walk, I'll be here for a day. The bad thoughts will return and so you know that I can't really stay. Its name I hate to call it, likes to say it's nothing. It's nothing, I'm just tired. It lives and breathes and it insists that it is something. It never likes to speak or run or walk or breathe or eat. Instead it creeps at night and sneaks on in and festers while you sleep. But you know that this song is not about the no or yes or why. What's really what I say is not about to resignate and sigh. So come along, I think I'm done, I think we're done, yes this is done. The only question's whether it will be with pills or with a gun. not enough. Maybe this whole goddamn song's messed up. And anyway, maybe this is just another waste of time. Wait around for something better, analyzing every letter, flitting back and forth every chord and every half-assed rhyme. Cause it's one thing or another, I don't even know why I bother. These knobs and dials define.
Cause it's one thing or another, I don't even know why I bother. All that I say is fucking trite.
Consider the possibility that you've been had, but not by me.
I know, kid.
Stop acting like it.
This course has long since been retired, so from now on I'll deny it. I don't care, it's all good. I ended up right where I knew I would. Cause it's one thing or another, I don't even know why I bother. But don't you dare pity me. Yeah, it's one thing or another, I don't even know why I bother. This is just empathy.
I'm sick and tired of holding fire.
All I feel is violence. All I see is the dust in my eyelids, like immaculate silence. Cause it's one thing or another, I don't even know why I bother. When will this finally cease? Cause it's one thing or another, don't even know why I bother.
All I know will soon turn to dust.
Yet you claim my apathy is not just.
Think of these thoughts as hackneyed and trite, cliche, deep, brave, disturbing and contrived, shallow, cold, wretched, miserable, dark, and any other adjective. Choose to sit safely out of the sun, away from rays so blinding to the eyes, singing songs someone's already sung, averting gaze from beautiful light. But as complacency settles, anxieties will rise and part this soul as Jekyll parted Hyde. Now I'm but half of a hollow man's lies. The love, the hate, the emotion inside. What's the point in trying if this end result of dying sits persistently encloaked in dimness? Life can thrive controlled by digits. I know I'm weak, I know that I'm vile, but sometimes that is needed to survive. That's what I'll say to rationalize. I'm 1 + 1 can't equal 2 if happiness is both our truths. Our total sum must equal 1 if we're to find that golden hue. Smiling down and tropically, I beg of thee, have mercy on me. I am just a boy, you see. I plead of thee, have sympathy for me. You've already done your lot in a crowd. See how the mind tricks the soul into being something sickly and cold. As you feel it start to tire and fester so slowly up until the point where it will finally die, just in time to see what could have been. Do what you want, you automaton freak. No, I can no longer bring myself to care. This hollowed out vessel's beginning to creak. So take control, let's see how you fare.
I know you seem so content
In your little hole,
dug for someone else's remains. With the cold you feel inside your lungs
and these clouds that block the sun.
are your punishment for refusing to be one.
I was in control
Before we will be once more where we want. Come to the cold. The time you seek's already left. Stuck there singing songs that someone's already told. What if I told you I am not the villain? What if I told you you're the same as I? Half a human person, ruled by his depression, cloaked by noise,
in mind and heart.
split his ways into 2 parts. I feel it growing more intense. There's dissonance between what we are and what we want to be.
What if I told you
You are not the victim, and justice fucking wants you.
you are not that special?
And yet you run this vessel. So if you're sick, and if you're tired, then soothe your heart with songs inspired. Time will move forward, onward without you. So come forward, it's all that you can do. What if I told you no one here is listening? What if I told you that is for the best? The clock that keeps on ticking isn't truly endless. These lightning flares to pour us sign, to cross your ways, and your choice, and make it right. Will we be ours? it was nothing fucking you. Yet another platitude. Blah 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 is all they heard. Oh, you thought they were listening? Then don't be absurd. All the rain comes down the same, but not a drop can stake its claim. Down they pour with billions more to for a real name. I'm sure you really sang your heart out, or I'm sure that's how it seemed. But you and I both know so well now, the looks can be deceiving. Blah 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 blah. It's so overdone. For a man cloaked in daylight, sure hate the sun. When the tears stream down one day, obfuscated by the rain, can you truly say with a straight face that you treasure best?
Mr. Mind,
Yeah.
what do you see from behind those dead leaden eyes?
Assault and open to court, and then both on both but I think if I have to do under its weight and kill it too, they all let you run out. Still be. We have so much left to sing. Such a plain and simple thing. Yet your silence lines this bit in which we have lain. Raised is spirit and shame. As we caged in slit and flame. From this island, most souls refuse to be claimed. So if you insist on calling, brother, sticks the big darling, then I'll cut you loose and split its lungs and silent explosives, these violence corrosives, the flies on the roads with these siblings implosives, deferred to inside from the earrings he hides. He's so confident his bros won't be found once he's died, but these silent explosives, those violent narcosis, this truth poses the weapon and mountain. This will forget you, regret and regret you with the same story that my God is said to the causes of tiny on my whole life. I have purpose before, but I'll dictate, he never does as he's told. Fathers of fathers, brothers of sons, deterred from being what they know they can. All because heart refuses to run these creatures on the reservoirs of my logic is the absolute. His pity parties simply harm these chances. Out and attribute destiny, caught in place of mockery. I'm sure it seems from his point of view that I'm a simple, cynical machine, but isn't so hard to see the whole truth. I merely seek the soul's pristine. I can't claim that I enjoy this current foreign torture. Boy, this slowly died. All his toys, his walls and walls ring like white noise. It's going to shoot and hold me. I need to be like if he just won't counter me. Seeming me to live life logically. Wasn't harsh in all my assessments. We each seek a life left in the light, yet there lies a heart engulfed in resentment, stubborn, pale, a karyotype.
Soul or call me my name, I'll label me whatever you would like. Call me your post or call me insane, if that's the hell can stay mine. He's a damn madman, so depressed fool. Is that the one you truly wanna be? Roaring all night, abhorrent and trite, you seem to forget you answer to. Fathers of fathers, I know that I'm violent. See how long it takes to murder me. Neither is wrong, yet neither is right. Condemned to the infamy. You must be so arrogant to think that either of you can control the soul so holy when to be one who you can't console. Scattering sparks. why. One more day and one more night. One more black and one more white. One more chance is all you've left to turn the tide. Tridential regicide. I won't hesitate to kill my heart and mind. I will abdicate these deviants sat inside. I'll take you down in tandem when this road is tied. I've been sleeping in a cardboard box, spending every dollar on a losing lot. And even though I know it isn't worth much stock, I know it's better to have tried than not.
Can you tell me who you're trying to fool? I can seem to find the point you're trying to make. And if you think that you can lie to me, then I think you made a big mistake.
Going once, going twice. Every madman has his vice. Some have lust, some have greed, some have interest like social and need.
Been here like 1,000 times, circled all around this dreadful carousel. You say that you're so cognizant of all the pattern lies that you try not to tell, and yet you still continue putting in your dimes and continue this revolving hell.
And here he is, a piece of shit, sitting, seating high atop his stolen throne. Glass, the house of the hypocrite, and yet you still continue arming stones.
Going once, going twice. Let me lend you some advice. Time is short, life even more. Yet you wage this silly war. Going twice, going thrice. Guess this means we'll tie the road today.
See, I've been in total agony relentlessly ever since you came around.
You came around.
Take me back endlessly, endlessly. The order of my soul and never crown forever now. Your silence death is more than any sound.
Oh my God, shit, you were there, that was it. Did you see underneath? If only temporarily the halves are involved in attempt to reconcile one more time. Go again, no, this can't be the end. It was me, it was vile, like a freak, like a child, but for once, part of mine. And time to combine, I believe I can see you can finally weave. If not for you, for Ben, please do it for me. 'Cause I don't know how much more I can take. This creeping, seeping, sickly, sweeping pain and heartache. So please, won't you just attempt to be free? 'Cause I think I can finally be me.
Fighting the other hemisphere.
But maybe if we reason our rights, the dissonance could disappear. I tried to leave the light on, but the bright sun eclipsed its feeble beams. And sitting in the sight of that which blinds tore me at the seam. Harsh palpitations
numbers, falling under, drowning in the cold. The questions we have pondered, time we've squandered, don't you feel we're old? Please help decipher this life that we lead. For each step that we take, the answer takes three.
Humility's a virtue, pride a sin, or so it has been said. That every time I've hurt you, or at least tried to, you've laughed and smiled instead. Kicked, scorned, and damned by the forces that be. Not ever once did you fall to your knees.
Tonight, we've survived. Out of pain inside, our minds, we will fight for the black or the white. But I want to be like you are the one light. I want to see your eyes looking back at into mine.
Something will heal, lost in thought. Something has dawned.
Something must feel lost and rot.
Something has shone. Everything else will fade away. We ought to leave a light on underneath the moon, sitting in the sight of every eye. I believe in you. Open the window, look out and see me. That sad sulking mess, this human you're being. Tonight I'm arriving alive and alight. Tonight all the black and the grey and the white. And I want to be like me, kiss the one light. I want to see your eyes looking back at the light. Tonight I've survived, sing the sum of my parts. A light twined in mind, and in soul and heart. Drive life combined as one. Use the moon and sun, change your point of view. Variate these hues. Life is a constant entrapment of tunnels which tangle and wind and beguile. And regardless of where I may tumble or funnel, I wonder what's really worthwhile. Sometimes it can seem like a merciless dream and I'm falling with nothing to hold. Sometimes I get flustered, beaten and flustered, abandoned outside in the cold. I am gonna win, I am gonna try. just you and me. It's just myself and I. We are all that we need. We are all that survives. We are not dying. We are not alone. Now that we're one. Now that we're home. Fought in the flames. We broke our bonds. But now we live life. Harmonized our tones. We'll be writing our songs. We'll be shaping our sound. Till we've been here too long. And we're getting off ground. This little thing, a slight disparity between what I thought I was and what I seemed to be. And then I was so sure all the others could end in war. But now it's not and so it's right. My feet stay on the floor. The I hid had begun to cool and rise, but those things not so weak. Now I'm right and I'm still not sure inside to attempt to save you. The darkness inside.
There's lots of pretty people here sharing sultries and passing letters, and there's lots of questions answered and metaphysical, astronomical songs, words printed all in papers that seem to miss the goal. It's so magical. People that dance and compute that no one's better than you. There's kings in distant cities who rule their persons and make them happy, and we won't forget about all the serviceory, congratulatory. Even the animals know that something's brewing and they're all cooing. 'Cause in the end I'd like to say no one's better than you. I hope you're happy now I've revealed the truth. I've even written this whole song about you, and not about me, and not about me. One time I tried to sing about what was plaguing me, love duality, and as my mind was cleared of doubt, I could finally see the shades of blue and green. So when the darker side found out about the songs I'd hidden for so long, I finally had the courage to say this is what I do. I hope you're happy now I've learned starting light. This love all headed down has turned to a slide. So I throw my hands up high and enjoy the ride. There's no strain that boys like slumbers inside. I'm not quite alright, but at least now I'm mine. Just laugh and cry, I know this is serious, I'm not delirious. I waited very patiently just to let you know I went on the show. That's why there's no golden standard, the trophies handed to you to stand for. Including in the song I'll say, no way, I'm not quite that easy. This is very fun for me, and I've never been one for solitude. So consider this the eulogy to the color we ran it used to be. And no, I'm not alone in this left of focus who made a difference. Including in the song I'll say, not a one is better than you. No one's better than you. No one's better
Welcome. Can I get a C? And if you hit me with the Honny, then you'd see why the Jash is here to crash. And butchering other songs is my passion. So kids, turn off your headphones, unset the set stones, liquefy, dry, and bastardize their best songs. Rip them apart and pour your heart into the cracks. Uncover duty like I was Chonny Jash. WWTID. I dropped out of college and fell university, but I refused to fall from complacency. So instead I weaponized the intro. So dig up a colorful and lovable man walks on. Dig up a shovel full of a dozen songs on song. And then all of a sudden it's 2006 and you hear them playing on and on, singing, we're in the many malls, working the carnivals, we like to play dolls, welcome to Tally Halls. Who's to blame? The automated players, I proclaim. Yellow tie, this rock fellow writes heterophonic tunes of how love fights. Friend, the proud loud guy we adore. Is my amp too hot? No, turn it up more. So great in the back. sipping yak. Yeah, he's knocking down the shots like beer lamb beer. Sent home the locksmith, Green's got keys to unlock the rock in the act. If you please now open the gates, tickle the lips and jiggle your music all over the place. We're in the mini mall, working the carnival. We like to play it all. Welcome to Tally Hall. Well, it's Tally Hall, it's all. And with the cat is the day we fall. Time will die, double alcohol. Welcome to Tally Hall. Can I get a call?
Flick off the switch and I'll ignite the night in pitch.
Singing songs you already know.
To stroke my own ego.
Don't you know I'm only halfway there? So come in, don't be scared. Revealing that the dash is a mask with too much time and far too much love for an old thing gone by. Cause it's a passion project, not for fortune or fame. A pleasure play no part in that abject acting game. So highlights make a couple color albums. Hundreds of hours of work with no intention to sell them. You didn't think I had the goal of like welcome to Tally Hall. Cause the real Sonic I'm focused with the chords, they're all harmonic. And the late reaction, decades late exaction of the passion hatching long after the clock stopped. Hey ho, don't you know it's a good old-fashioned puppet show. We won't let that forget this marionette quintet. Like we're playing in a band. We'd love to give you all a hand. We're in a mini mall, working the carnival. We like to play it all. Welcome to Tally Hall. We're playing in a band. We'd love to give you all a hand. We're playing in a band. We'd love to give you all a hand. We always try to play in a band. That is the day we fall. Welcome to Tally Hall. Welcome to Tally Hall. We always try to play in a band. That is the day we fall. Welcome to Tally Hall. Welcome to Tally Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel PT Chester Whitmore is proud to present Bumble Jungle with his always songbirds.
Do you see banana man hopping all around the white hot sand? Yeah, he comes with some for me. This manifestation of our empathy.
Banana man, we want a ton. Give us double and a bonus one.
Give me more for all my friends.
This banana flow will never end. Do you want the banana? Nail it down and go. Do you want the banana? This banana's for you.
You're the cattle, I'm the free.
It's about whatever you want it to be.
If you dare to disagree,
Surely you're the one resembling sheep.
that which is funny can't be wrong.
It can't be racist if I like the song.
Silly, stupid, quirky pride.
All these attributes mean that I'm right. Do you want a button? Do you want a button?
Choke it down and go.
Do you want a button? Do you want a button?
He says,
Look, you too uptight, you know. You can laugh and kick it back and go, but without a rhythm or a rhyme, you do not burn now all the time. Fly away from city on the run, try to make a little fun. So I say, what's this fucking 1959 with the faded face and googly eyes and the accents of a Caribbean and the imitation Simeon?
rules and go with the flow. Forget about the bad, the good is all you know. And forget about the voices lying deep inside, the ones screaming when wrong and right. And don't forget about the down when it's stuck in your throat, the one that makes you want to mellow, but you're stuck in a choke. And don't forget about the yellow, don't be back in your mind. And once you take another one, and like the bomb of your plan. Bungalow, cautiously gone and catching notes home.
Well, it's 3 a.m. and I'm online again, arguing with someone I don't know. I shouldn't feel so strongly, but I can't let this go.
This all replays. It's go find the world's tinted lenses, blow them back to your outer senses. Alone by the make the consequences. Do you want to fun? Do you want to fun? No, no, no. Do you want to fun? No, no. Is madness for you?
I've been trying to write a haiku for you. Some things I just can't do. Maybe you're beyond ancient Asian poetry, or maybe it's just me. I have been trying to get this haiku just right all night for you. Alright, I'm through. Maybe this poem was lost in the sauce we spilled that never got refilled. Never thought much of formulaic verse anyway, and rhymes are not my forte. I have been trying to get this haiku just right all night for you. Alright, I'm through. I'm trying not to try too hard, but you're hard to write down right. So I pen these tried attempts at haikus for you tonight. 간단한 어디서 너니 Wait, I actually did it. I wrote a haiku for you. I finally found the break. Holy shit, it's possible. I finally made it through. Been trying not to try my hard. I find it my own mind. So just this once, just one attempt, I'll write you down just right. Kind, sweet and charming, voluptuously endowed. Hair at dark and brown, but then suddenly a sharp, piercing pain resound. Vision starts to cloud. I wanted to see the hand in which it was held. Before the knife fell, I thought you'd stabbed me
I swore that I smelled your smell, but I found myself. I finally did it, yet it hasn't held. For you, I still feel so small. I know it's too late, I know you won't get my call. I can't, so now I fall. I have been trying to write a haiku for so long, but now this song is finally through. It was all for you.
We were playing in the sand, and you found a little band. You said that you fell in love with it, hadn't gone as I had planned. When you had to bid adieu, you said you'd never love anew. I thought that I'd try to hold it and fall in love with it too. You told me to buy a pony, but all I wanted was you. I remember you that day, I couldn't bear to look away. I sat there entranced, entangled in every word that you would say. But every night must have a dawn, and these nights aren't very long. And so when I finally blinked and I realized you were gone, instead of finding you, I went home to write you a song. It was so full and stark, but it always seemed to miss no mark. Every goddamn lyric seemed to be twisted, creepy, and dark. We settled down, I thought I'd finally fucking settled on it down. But each and every melody that I heard would make my head pound. Oh, I can't seem to separate the confusing from the profound. Lying in the sand, I attended you around. You said that you'd rather die than you see with me as your man. At least that's why I was condemned, and the preacher sounded ever since. But maybe it's simply that when I took my shot I missed. You know what they say, at the end of the day, indifference is bliss. Here's that part again where your neighbor starts to mend their fence and clean up all their woes and ugly things.
And so you look on over, try not to meet their gaze. But before you get a good view, they're staring right back at you, trying just as hard to see your own hue of green and blues. The 69 LCD screen seems to make success look easy, as if I even know what that means. Is it my fault? Is my yard's a dark shade of asphalt when all I really want is to a simple, lowly, sacred human being. Wherever this goes, I want you to notice, I want you to hear, I want you to know this song as a ringing in your ear. These thoughts sing a sad, sad melody, but then even the minute can live happily. Misconceptions of intent will get me down. Oh, the truth is that I'm actually quite well. For now, I'll tape a message to a stone and throw it through your window just so you can finally see that I'm not the one you should be ending. Wherever this goes, I want you to notice, I want you to see, I want you to know these shades that sit humbly in between your heart. Might seem so heavenly, but I promise that mine is no better shade of green. But still, I'm so glad you're listening. Generally, I'm a modest guy. I've eaten my share of humble pie. Sometimes it's delicious, but I do have wishes to swim with the biggest of bigger fishes. What would be the point if we were all the same? Life would be an abject hackney game, no frame of reference for pleasure when there's no pain. I'd rather not refrain, I'd rather not abstain. Do you believe I'm special? Would you agree I'm special? How could I be so special? Do I believe I'm special? I'm not afraid to be cast aside. Invisible guys don't need to hide. The struggle is real, but what's the deal when folks feel like they need to have the most appeal? I remember practicing most weekends at the expense of spending joyful time with friends, imagining that it would yield the best rewards, not for repeating hip-hop to our chords. Do you believe I'm special? Would you agree I'm special? How could I be so special? Do I believe I'm special? Mom always told me that I was one of a kind, but as I got older and wise, that sentiment began to weigh on my mind. What makes me different from all of the others dreaming? I can seem to recall the reason that I'm worth redeeming. I say difference is bliss, so when I inevitably miss this dissonance that I'm listening in suspense, my solipsistic sense is a little bit less, makes my heart less intense. If you claim it's how you plan it, you don't have to make amends, but I'm not stupid. I know when it's lies I tell. If there's one person in this world that I can't trick, then it's myself. I'm supposed to the problem, I'm trying to be self-aware. You don't need a mirror to see the misery in your stare, but I see through the senses of these maladies made a man of me. This blade of Dionysius insidiously insisted on Damocles. This one that bodes an omen of darkness, or so they tell, without giving us a chance to see the hand in which it's held. And anyway, who am I to fret like this? Maybe a key change can pull me out of this abyss. Sooner or later I shall find myself and make amends with the me left on the shelf in a jam session. passion and lessons taught of love and sin, until we finally find that great resounding din. So maybe I'm unique and maybe not, then I might as well deliver all I've got. I'm special, would you agree I'm special? How could I be so special? Do I believe I'm special? Do you believe I'm special? Would you agree I'm special? How could I be so special? Do I believe I'm special? Is it over? Or is it just a cycle? Now you turn the bridle forward, the beginning of an era. Study right, practice your world, remix, magic on an edge. Then publish to the ether. Rinse, repeat, sir. Question, simply smile and wave. Look on your file and say, on a lightweight. Jesus Christ, mate. Listening in tender This story isn't over. I'm not sure that it's begun, but I'd just like to spend some more time enjoying being one. My quill is dry, my flatline nigh, my tears arranged and poured, and yet still you want for more.
I think it's better when you don't plan things, because you get too disappointed in things. But this wasn't planned, it just grew. Started one little machine, and 2 and 5 and 6, and the only thing I'd probably do is like to have a bigger place to display more things, not get rid of them. But on the other hand, big is not better, it's better is what's better, I think. I like that quote, better is better.